about the flex.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Ozarks Sports Report Show. Here joined with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryan Harmon. And for today's show, we got a weekly recap to do with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryan Harmon. Recapping the games from the past few weeks, the Pirates started their 8-game winning streak with a 11-7 win against Purdy. Then the Pirates got another win against a former SWCO rival of Forsyth. That was a 6-2 win against Forsyth. The Pirates continue on their winning ways when they went to Hartville to continue on the Hartville tournament. And they won their second game of the Hartville tournament with a 13-8 win against Norwood. Then the Pirates got a win back home against Sparta. That was a 13-3 win against Sparta. Pirates went up to Dade County. That was when they took on Dadeville, and they beat Dadeville by a score of 13-1. Pirates traveled 6 miles to the northeast of Crane, and they took on Hurley, defeated Hurley by a score of 21-2. Then the Pirates closed out their home side of their schedule, and they beat Southwest by a score of 7-0. The Pirates continue on their winning ways as they went on to the Panhandle of Christian County, and they ruled Billings by a score of 14-4. The Pirates snapped their 8-game winning streak with a 9-inning, 7-6 loss to Marionville. Then the Pirates got another loss by losing to Gainesville by a score of 12-2. The Pirates got back to their winning ways, and they played Spokane and defeated Spokane by a score of 8-0. Pirates got another shutout win by beating Blue Eye by a score of 13-0. Then the Pirates went up to Springfield, and they played New Covenant Academy and defeated New Covenant Academy by a score of 12-3. Coach Harmon, from those games with Purdy, Forsyth, Norwood, Sparta, Dadeville, Hurley, Southwest, Billings, Marionville, Gainesville, Spokane, Blue Eye, and New Covenant, what did you have going into those games from, once again, Purdy, Forsyth, Norwood, Sparta, Dadeville, Hurley, Southwest, Billings, Marionville, Gainesville, Spokane, Blue Eye, and New Covenant?
Well, as we talked a lot earlier, that we bulked up our schedule this spring and bulked it up a lot early. That got us off to a 5-5 start last time we talked. And, we just felt like we weren't playing our best, but we knew we were playing good teams, and that was going to make us better. And I feel like, going into that Purdy game, 5-5, and we came out. They jumped on us 3-0. Dwight Howard got us on the board with his first career varsity home run, and then we were able to put some hits together, and then ended up having to hold them off at the end. But that kind of spearheaded everything. And Coy Esri pitched great against Forsyth, and then the next night we swung it well, and Hayden Shepard had a big night against Norwood. Kind of rode it out from there and got to an 8-game winning streak. And during that 8-game winning streak, we started, we had been playing pretty good defense and pitching it decent. We just weren't hitting like we thought we should, and we began to swing the bats better. And you've seen by some of the scores, we put up more runs. That's just what we had to do.
That's what you had to do, is just swing it well, just play fundamental baseball. Is what you guys were preaching. What were the positives that you saw from the games, once again, with Purdy, along with Forsyth, Norwood, Sparta, Dadeville, Hurley, Southwest, Billings, Marionville, Gainesville, Spokane, Blue Eye, and New Covenant?
Well, we saw more consistent good at bats throughout the lineup. Bottom of the order, a couple of those games, the bottom of the order did the damage. Other games, top of the order did the damage. And we continued to pitch it well. After that 8-game win streak, we just jumped out on Marionville 6-1, and we're playing well. Got to the late game, and we kind of got to where we weren't throwing strikes. We weren't doing our job. Let them back in it. Once we got to extra innings, kind of feel like we kind of were deflated. And once we got deflated, they took it to us. They did a great job. Coach Weatherman had them prepared, and they didn't give up. At 6-0, they could have rolled over and let us continue to go, and they didn't do that. And they pitched the ball well, and they got their bats going and hit really well. And then the Gainesville loss was the very next night, long trip, no excuses at all. We didn't play well at all, and Gainesville took it to us. And after that, we were able to get back on a 3-game winning streak, and our pitching's been really good during those 3 games. With a couple of shutouts, and then last night at New Covenant, swung it really well and used 5 different pitchers last night. Both of us were trying to set up things for the district coming up. They used 4 pitchers, we used 5, and we just swung it a little better. Took advantage every time they made a mistake, and were able to get a big win.
You guys were able to get a big win at New Covenant, along with the other games with Sparta, along with Southwest, Dadeville, Hurley, Billings, along with Purdy, Forsyth, and Norwood. What were the negatives that you saw from the games, once again, with Purdy, Forsyth, Norwood, Sparta, Dadeville, Hurley, Southwest, Billings, Marionville, Gainesville, Spokane, Blue Eye, and New Covenant?
Well, we had a lot of the games, there just wasn't a lot of negative. We hit it well, we defended well, and we pitched it well, but then, in some of them, like I said, the Marionville game, we quit throwing strikes, had a little trouble there. Gainesville game, it was our defense that killed us. We had been playing great defense up until that point. We gave up a 10-run inning, and in that inning we had made 6 errors, and that's kind of been out of character for us on the year. We hope to avoid that in the future, but those were kind of some of the negatives that went on during that time, and we've worked the past 3 games to try to correct those, and we've played better defensively since that point.
Guys have played better defensively since that point. You guys did lose 2 games due to rain. That was to Fordland at home and Clever and Conway right here in Clever. So were your players bummed that they found out they were not going to be playing Clever and Conway and Fordland this spring?
Yeah, and also we initially rained out with New Covenant and Wablo, and rescheduled Wablo. We're not able to get that one in, so we did get the New Covenant game in. So there's about 4 games there that we intended to play and weren't able to. It's always a letdown for the kids when they are at school. They know that it's iffy on the weather, and we finally have to make the call that there's no game. It's always, okay, we got to go practice. We got to do what we can do. But practices are for the coaches. The games are for the kids, and when they don't get to play those games, it's just we've got a big group of seniors, and every time we get a rain out, that's just one less game they have in their career.
Playing baseball is a lot like taking a class in school, where the practices are the assignments, the games are the tests.
Exactly.
And now going to the Billings game, from what I heard, was that Isaac Robinson had 2 home runs against Billings. That was in 1 inning. I believe, if I'm correct, that was in the 5th inning.
The 7th inning.
7th inning. So that was in the 7th inning of that game against Billings. He became the first player since John Spencer in 1993. So in that game against Billings, back on, I believe that was April 27th, what was he looking for in that game when he homered twice in the 7th inning?
Well, we had gotten to the 7th with a 6-3 lead and felt like we hadn't really taken advantage of all the offensive opportunities. And he leads off the 7th and gets a home run, and gets things rolling. And Zane Compton steps up, gets one right after him. And Blake Evans gets his first career home run. Chase Conrad gets a rarity, which is an inside the park home run on any field, but Billings being a smaller field, it's kind of hard to do that. But he was able to do that, and then Robinson came up again and hit his second one. Billings does have a small field. Robinson's first home run might not have been a home run on some fields we play. It'd have been a double in the gap, but his second home run that inning would have gone out of about anywhere we play. It was a rocket off the bat, went deep left field, and it was a no-doubter off the bat for sure.
Was a no-doubter off the bat of Isaac Robinson. That's going to be one player that you're going to be missing for next year in Pirate baseball. But it's still this year. It's still 2021. So you guys could have one more game. You guys could have a few more games coming up as districts are coming up. From what I see, you guys are the 1 seed in districts. You guys get the first round bye in districts. So if I look at Class 2 District 7, I'm pretty sure you guys will play either Blue Eye or Galena for a trip to the district championship, where you guys could rematch with Purdy. So you guys have already played Galena, you've played Blue Eye. Who do you think is going to be the tougher target that's going to be on Crane between Blue Eye and Galena?
They're both going to be really tough. Galena we played 3 times in the fall, and we've already played once this spring. And in every game we've played, they've held the lead against us at one point. And then Blue Eye, we played them twice in the fall and once this spring. And, we've had some close games. We've had some games where we hit well and kind of pulled away from them. But either one of them are going to be tough. We just kind of jokingly with both those coaches today said, I hope you guys play about 15 innings and use up a lot of pitching against what's left. But it's that 4-5 game a lot of times the best game of the tournament because it's just 2 evenly matched teams. And baseball is the game where it depends on that day's pitcher, and we'll see who they throw against each other. And regardless of who they throw and who they have left when they play us, we've just got to do what we're able to do and kind of be ourselves and take care of our business.
Just be yourselves and take care of business. Now, going before you guys take on either Blue Eye or Galena, it's going to be at Purdy. What are the corrections going to be made before that game when you guys take on either Blue Eye or Galena?
Well, with a lot of games here lately, we have more games than practices. We just today in practice we didn't hit, we didn't take infield outfield. We just worked on some fundamental things, worked on our bunt coverages, worked on our base running, worked on some defensive stuff, and just tried to shore up some things. Kind of cut it short a little bit. We had a senior academic awards banquet tonight. Wanted to get those guys out of there. Plus, this time of year, you need rest as much as you need reps. And we'll get them some rest over the weekend. We're out of school on Monday, so we'll get to have some BP before we head over to Purdy, and hopefully we're ready to go.
Hope you guys are ready to go. And now talking about the players of the weeks, from those weeks when you guys played once again, Purdy, Forsyth, Norwood, Dadeville, Sparta, Hurley, Southwest, Billings, Gainesville, Marionville, and Spokane and Blue Eye. Who do you think would be the players of the week that shined out on the diamond from all those games that you played from the past month?
Well, as has been the case with us in the fall and again this spring, it's kind of a different group of guys every night. Like I said earlier, one night it'll be the bottom order, one night it'll be the top 4 order. That big inning at Billings, it was kind of the entire order. Batting around with anytime you get one guy hitting 2 home runs in an inning, that's a good thing for him, but it's also a good thing for the team. That means we've sent at least 10 men to the plate, and it's just a different guy every night. We've had some really good pitching performances. We've had some good performances at the plate and some good defense. So it's just kind of been somebody different every night.
Has been somebody different just about every night that you guys have played. Now, so seasons will end tomorrow. If there are any final words you have to say to the coaches that are going to be playing to open up districts tomorrow, what would be your words to those coaches and the coach you might play, either Coach Dustin Avers from Blue Eye or Coach Sherman McGowan from Galena? What would be your words to all the coaches from Missouri as some of them will open district play, as their seasons could come to an end tomorrow?
Well, we had our all-conference meeting today. Those don't get released for a while, but as we always say as we go, good luck. I'm rooting for all of you, unless you're playing us. And we want health for their players, and we want them to be full strength. And when you beat somebody, you don't want to beat them because they're beat up or they're hurt or whatever. You just want to beat them because you outplayed them that day. And that's just all coaches know that, and we kind of look out for each other, and we help each other out when we can, and when it's time and the umpire says play ball, it's time to compete. Whether you're friends, enemies, whatever, you just got to go at it and do the best you can.
Do the best you can, and that will end today's show for today. We hope you enjoyed our show. We hope you enjoyed us sitting down with the head coach of the Crane Pirates, Coach Bryan Harmon. If you'd like to stay connected with the Crane Pirates through their social media, be sure to like them on Facebook, also follow them on Twitter, and also on Instagram. Their Twitter is at Crane_Coach. Once again, that's Crane_Coach on Twitter. Also, check out Mission.org for their schedules. They will be entering district play in Class 2, District 7. They will be taking on either Galena or Blue Eye. Those are 2 conference opponents, and they've also been 2 district opponents for Crane. If you'd like to stay connected with Ozarks Sports Report through our social media, be sure to like us on Facebook. Also, follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on Instagram, and check out our website. Our website is ozarksportsreport.com/ozarksportsreport. One final time, I want to thank Coach Bryan Harmon for sitting down with us to talk about the regular season that just folded. And we also look forward to the district. And we also like to wish Coach Bryan Harmon best of luck in the Class 2 District 7 tournament. For One Final Time, I'm Adam Smith from the Ozarks Sports Court saying, have a good day, everybody.
Taylor about the flex.